the
All right.
things in the week.
Everything's fixed. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Kill that man right there. The one with the beard. The one
Get him.
that with the beard
Get
and the
him.
weird headset. Oh fuck! The one with the baseball cap and the beard and the weird headset.
So
One. We just need one. Nobody's gonna miss.
I know it's been
Just
a
one
minute,
job.
but last we left off, the team themselves, after a sinking of a couple ships, were teleported, following Silic and Soma over to Abris. Transported to the specific, it's transported to Abris itself. They are met at the opening bay, and immediately having Serena go get medical attention. They kind of give you kind of a heads up of what's going on, that Dira has escaped and that she has killed everybody on the ship. And it's kind of approached you with two different scenarios of what you can do, and leaving it up to you as a group of what you want to do. Either continue to follow Dira and try to retrieve her, or as a current problem that's happening in the Shadowfell is the curse of the Shadowfell that is resonating specifically as a point of origin off of the queen. It's the queen herself, Dahlia, Manon's mother. As Silic goes over and has to take care of his duties and says that he is going to take care of more research along with his archmages. He's basically saying that you guys have 3 days to kind of figure this out. You are given kind of the presidential suite to stay in. Soma does explain to Manon of what Silic has in mind, and that he trusts Silic to do what needs to be done, especially since Dahlia can't be killed. But that Soma can't go with you there because he will be writhing in pain and agony since he is banished from the Shadowfell. With the next day coming, you were invited to have a late lunch, early dinner with Soma over at a very fancy steakhouse to have the father meet the friends and have an official fun meeting other than an official meeting. You guys get to a swanky joint. Has a private little corner set up. Immediately grabs drinks for everyone, and that's where we left off. Currently right now, he's wearing a more upscaled outfit that he doesn't usually wear. He's got kind of like a high-collared, kind of like a golden and purple, like paisley long coat on. But he's just sitting there, and so I know we technically kind of met, but I was trying to break the ice a little bit by having a more casual setting, hopefully to kind of ease the tension, if at all possible. Hopefully my daughter hasn't been giving you too much trouble.
I feel like we covered this when I threw her under the bus already.
Dirty? Okay, got it.
Dad, you should meet the other people that are not trespassers to the Shadowfell. You should meet Nova and Roneen
Greetings.
and Bjorn.
Pleasure.
And maybe talk to them about things that don't include me.
Okay. Okay. So things that don't involve you.
Well, just hello.
Hello.
I'm looking at I'm looking at literally all three of you, and I'm like,
I guess.
She just picks up her drink and goes like this, and just.
Yeah,
So-
I have something pink and fizzy, and am hello, and just enjoying myself.
What were the three of you doing before you met my daughter?
Well, I was on shore leave, but got invited by this weird
Sailor. Oh.
person to come to this party, so I got myself a dress and I went to the party and met this lot. And here we are. Ship's cook and witch.
Interesting resume. Okay.
It's a living.
Looks over at Bjorn. About you?
Does Selma have his sword on him, player to DM?
No, he does not.
Bjorn has a horn of mead and will raised up. You were the one who taught her the blade.
I am.
And he'll point at, my name's Bjorn.
Pleasure.
And she brings honor to your name, your kingdom, and herself. And he'll take a drink and leave it at that.
He's a very serious sort.
But it is a very, very nice and honorable compliment. Thank you. And you, my dear, as he looks at Nova.
I came to Everett from the Feywilds to investigate. And I just point to it in the sky, pretty much, kind of thing.
The stars?
And, and the, fireball in the sky. What caused it, all that kind of stuff. And then I, like they said, went to this party and found these people.
As a way to not know if he needs to impress anybody, kind of does like the, well, I don't know if you know, but, I was present when that fire was created. Just
he was. Yeah.
Oh, so you could probably tell her a lot.
See where you get that from.
I gathered that from what I've already hypothesized. And just goes back to drinking her drink.
Nova's just like, yeah, you're not that
need
cool.
She didn't need to be there. She figured it out on her own.
Do you have all the answers that you needed, Nova?
I don't know yet. But we will see.
Immediately, he just kind of 2 fingers up, and anybody had a drink now gets a second one.
You notice that she's doesn't want to talk to strangers, so she's very shy.
He just kind of
like looking at you, Manon, like, don't make me talk.
He kind of like he looks at you. He's like, it's a very, very good trait to have. I wish that more people would take upon that trait. As he kind of nudges down Manon.
What trait?
I like half spit laugh in my cup.
Of figuring things out on her own. She does pretty well at that.
Trial by fire. I got it.
I figured out how to use my devil form.
Well,
she got thrown in the water and she didn't sink. She swam.
How did you do that without your mother?
It sort of used you.
It's actually a long story. I wouldn't want to bore you with details. Nova, do you have any questions?
Well, I'm sorry, Nova. I gotta turn it back over. I mean,
we don't have to.
Your mother and your uncle make a big deal out of this whole transformation thing, and you just did it randomly without the help of a family? How?
Oh no, she had family. Serena was the one that was able to send us into her mind to solve her problem for her.
So these...
Yeah, but the transformation happened before that.
Oh, uncontrollably that she couldn't control, remember? She killed the sea druid.
Right.
You killed somebody while you're transformed. And then you let...
I'm
no offense to any of you, but I'm assuming at this point you were
that.
still relatively strangers, maybe new friends. You let them in your head. I gotta say...
When he said that, I threw the rest of my bread at Alistair's face.
Serena didn't really give her a choice. Well, we didn't really have much of a choice.
I gotta say, my dear daughter, you're really going from sheltered princess to really outgoing adventurer. You're really going from A to Z.
It was really
Thanks,
either
Dad.
we go
That's
in
what I
there
really
or she
wanted.
sort of implodes, and we didn't want her to implode. So
I appreciate that.
we went.
I appreciate that.
Does anyone want to talk about themselves that doesn't have anything to do with me?
Not
It's
about
your
myself,
job.
but I mean, Solma, if you want to talk about the adventures you used to have, we're all ears.
Well, I mean, as far as what I can assume well, we've already talked about this, obviously. You two, as he points to Azalia and Alistair. So you been over in this little pocket dimension this whole time?
Pretty much, yeah.
And you haven't been over to these realms since you've been born? This is like your first time? You're still kind of getting used to it?
This is our first adventure.
You seem very excited.
I am. I've heard a lot of stories, and I've always wanted to go on an adventure.
Well, don't let it ever bring you down. Always be excited for it. Don't let anything in this world bring you down, because they're going to try to.
I've kind of noticed.
Glad your spirit's still up then. You definitely seem like you're high in the clouds, and then he points over to Alistair. You're a lot more grounded. It's interesting.
Yeah. Comes with the territory.
Immediately, at this point, waitstaff comes around and immediately looks at everyone and kind of starts taking down a number of people, and then she like walks away. She starts bringing down bottles of wine, and then immediately what looks like a big, huge, like already kind of like smoked boar that's like already half cut onto a table with like some plates already set. And then gives you some plates already that are like half filled with what looks like lettuce and some vegetables on it. And then just puts a carving fork and a knife on the table. Enjoy. And then she walks off.
I take a little bit of
Go on.
vegetables and a couple of big ol' honkin' slices of meat and eat, alternating little bites of meat between taking them myself and feeding them to Biscuit under my chair.
Okay.
If I can find a leg, I'm hacking it off.
Okay. Fair enough.
And taking it. Hey, it's Ren Fair season.
I think for the
Or
first
life.
time you see Alistair actually like grabs things proportionately, like very proper, and like serves himself, and then like grabs the appropriate like forks and knives that he's supposed to actually use at like a fine dinner, and is using those to actually eat.
Fair enough.
I do
I
not.
sit next to Alistair when he does that. With my bloody boar leg.
Manon just says
Ouch.
nerd as she does it herself.
Nova was
Seems
already-
unnecessary.
Nova already took the portions that she needed and like just is quietly eating with a knife and fork.
As time goes on through a night. So you were asking for some kind of adventures. I don't have too many that are entertaining. You know, my life has been kind of an up, down, back and forth. It's best that I probably keep a lot of my adventures to myself. I feel like some words about me might have kind of darkened me a little bit, so it's probably best I keep some adventures contained. But I know your parents, I know your folks, as he looks at Alistair and Azalia. We've worked together a few times before, not on the best of terms at all times, some highs, some lows. We fought a dragon together. I guess you can call her a devil, demon, angel, something of the sort. We fought her.
Did you?
That's a lot
Did
of
you
different
adventure
things that
that-
aren't the same thing.
Yeah, she was interesting. The creature that we all worked together to fight, that fire followed. She was kind of a little of a lot. She was originally a god, but she was first an angel, then a god, then a devil. It was weird.
Does that happen a lot?
No. She was a special case. I mean, I don't know what you all know, but she was once the rulers of this specific plane of existence. And she lost her way, and she started taking power from others, and it started changing her.
Does this relate to the fireball sky thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the queen of this realm, your mother, and, well, Dira all sacrificed themselves to stop her, and Seraphina, the queen of this realm, her flames ignited and blanketed the skies. We never figured out why. We just can assume that her magic was so powerful it couldn't just be extinguished so easily.
Well, if she was a god who was taking powers from other people, it stands to reason, I suppose.
But nonetheless, that's past. She's gone. The nightmare of hers is done. But unfortunately, there are always problems that affect these realms, and realistically, there is no end of problems and drama that affects our families. Seems like there's an endless list of them. But I stand at the ready to take them head on if I can.
I'm gonna cast Message to Nova. Was she writing in her book when he was talking about that?
Yes, she was.
Are you scared to ask him questions? Would you like me to ask him for you?
Well, main question is, what do they think? Why it's still there? If they supposedly sacrificed themselves and destroyed this person they're talking about, then why is the fireball still there in the sky?
Is
I
the
say that
fireball
all-
still in the sky?
Yeah,
It's
still,
not
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad. It keeps lessening over the years, but 20 years later, the fire in the sky is still kind of scattered within the clouds. It's not so much
Okay.
blanketing that like you can't see the sky past it, but it is still there.
It's like a really faint layer.
Yeah, it's like every several miles within the wisps of the clouds, there is like ignition of fire and embers that kind of move with the clouds.
I'll nod to Nova and I'll say, so, Dad, if this happened 20 years ago and they all sacrificed themselves to defeat this person, God, whatever, why is the fire still there?
I don't have an exact answer. The best that a lot of the mages and researchers can figure out is that the power that Seraphina had was so great that it is still taken this much time to extinguish. That hasn't harmed our planet. That hasn't harmed our planes by any means. But it has created odd effects throughout, as I'm sure many of you know, different storms, quakes. But it wasn't just her power, it was the extinguish of Kokobial's power. She was containing so much power within herself that when she died in collision with Seraphina's power, it created a ripple. And even the planes that we walk on can't contain themselves against it. They're still holding strong, but earthquakes, tornadoes, storms, they still exist.
Is
I'm
there a
gonna
way to get
glance-
rid of it?
The effect. They are lessening. I believe it's just a time effect that'll take care of it. Several years or so. The storms are less and less, the quakes are less and less. The damage that they've done has more or less finished. Tectonic shifts have already pretty much been complete. All the damage was the first 5 years. Now it happens rarely and few and thin. Quakes, storms, tornadoes are a natural effect. But how hard they were hitting 20, 15, 10 years ago, it was aggressive in all realms. And it's shifted where lands are, where weather hits, changing migration patterns, everything. Now things have adapted, but to be honest, between us, we're afraid of what damage it has actually permanently done to land. We're not afraid of what more can do. We're just afraid of the scars that have been left behind.
Nova speaks up for a second and say, what damage?
Well, yes, they are calming themselves down, but we've had about 500,000 years of tectonic shifts in a matter of 10. There's only so much a realm can handle. And we believe that, honestly, yes, the collision of both their magics colliding between the fire and the dark energy that Kokobial had, yes, it created these shifts, but the energy that still remains is protecting these planets, protecting the Feywild, the Shadowfell, protecting here. And we believe that once the energy officially extinguishes itself, as the best way I can put it, we're afraid that it's almost like a protection over the realms will be extinguished.
Do you think that the reason why the epicenter of Aberrant, of having the quakes and starting here and it affected all the other realms, is because all the realms are connected by the far realms? She says it really quietly and then stops talking for a second.
He looks... As far as I know, the far realms are the only realms that have existed that have never been destroyed, even before the creation of our realms. And it's possible that this is just a fluke that it's eventually just going to take care of itself, or there is a small chance that, from what I understand, is that there are elements being taken into account that are trying to start over. See that our worlds are getting fractured and deciding to erase them and start back from scratch. I know myself, this is what the god Bahamut did once upon a time. He came from a different realm. It failed. He created these realms. It seems like it's following the same pattern.
Who would do that? Isn't Bahamut already gone? I'm gonna cast a glance at Alistair.
As far as I know,
As it-
Bahamut's gone. When we all casted out our powers and gave them to Dira, the process that we were told was that once the ability was used and once she was sacrificed, the power that controlled Bahamut and the power that kept him in his position would be destroyed. And we all thought that means that Bahamut would die. We have not seen Bahamut, we have not heard from him, and we have not seen his effect or impact since then. We have not heard from his siblings, the Blades themselves. And
But you said that someone or something might try to erase and restart the realms.
Correct.
So if it's not Bahamut, then who else? What else would it be?
we can only assume that maybe someone... The only thing that we know is that Bahamut wasn't always a god. Maybe someone gave him his powers once upon a time. Maybe that person still wants to keep on with their plan.
Didn't the waiter say something about that? About where Bahamut came from?
Yeah.
Well, but that's in your notebook, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're thinking, would the Weaver be somebody that could do this? They're from a different realm, too. And they said that they needed to fix what happened.
You must fill me in. Who is this Weaver?
Well, it was the person that invited all of us to their party.
And they're a god? They just invited you to a party?
She said she used to be a god.
Giant.
And she sort of implied that the way you all solved the problem 20 years back was not the right way, which we've been hearing various different things about that.
Well, there are many people that did not like the way that we all decided to deal with Kokobial, but it was the only way that we could. It was the only strategy we had.
It sounds like she was no great fan of Kokobial and her ilk either. I'm not sure how she does think that you should have handled it, but
I don't know.
She does seem to be of the opinion that things are meant to... Doesn't sound like she's the one to start it over, but it sounds like she thinks it's going to. If I recall correctly. Nova, is that right?
From what I gather from the party and the objects that were around, she must have some kind of power to restart things. Also, the different spatial, actual, astronomical, events that happened while we were there, it definitely made sense that it means it's a new realm and something is happening.
And you got all these notes as he points over to Nova.
Yes. And she holds her book even closer.
No, I'm not trying to take the notes from you.
Oh.
If you would not mind, I would be greatly honored if I could introduce you to the actual mages here. Maybe you can give them information they already don't know, or they don't know, or that they don't know at all.
Sure. Maybe. But going back to, has anybody from this realm tried to go to the far realms before?
The only people I know that ever tried to specifically chart through the far realm that I have been aware of have not returned, or at least have not confirmed their return or wherever they headed to.
Okay. DM to player, would Nova know if the effects of the fire in the sky were affecting the structure of the fire realm at all?
You wouldn't know what they'd be doing to the fire realm, but you assume the fire realm is more secure than this current realm.
Okay. But would there have been any, echoes or anything that, obviously if something's happening between all the realms, that would be shown through the far realms?
Not that
no?
you know of.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I can try to help. It's, how long have your mages been studying?
Well, as far as the Abris mages, I can assume as long as my team has. As far as the Shadowfell mages, since, well, pretty much the first month after the battle was finished. But this would be more, well, I guess that leads into the question, since we're talking more business here, it also depends on who you want to talk to. If you want to speak to the Abris mages, I can introduce you to them. I can get you clearance to go over to the capital itself. Otherwise, if, depending on what you've all decided, if we do make our way to the Shadowfell, and when everything gets fixed, I can introduce you to the Shadowfell mages. At least I have authority there, essentially, when things get fixed.
I mean, I would love to speak to whoever that might know something.
That does lead us on, since there was a branching point. Have you taken time to fully discuss what is the plan of attack in a day or two? Do you choose to continue on trying to find the Eternal Guardian, or do you choose to move towards the Shadowfell?
Yeah, we haven't talked about that exactly. Yeah.
We talked a bit, but we didn't reach any conclusions. They both sound a bit above our pay grade, frankly. But the Shadowfell is at least home to one of us.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back. As he looks back and he looks over at Manon. I can at least tell you what is happening and tell you your options. As far as right now, we have no idea where Dira is. And we don't know how dangerous she is. She was obviously able to take down a ship on her own and escape, with which we assumes on her own. We have no idea where she is. Under the panic of everything else, we didn't know that she was lost until we found you. So, it would not be an easy task for us to find her, but we definitely could put our heads together to try to figure out where she'd be going. Our best bet is that she would choose to try to retrieve the artifacts that you took from her. But I have a feeling that her first bet is to probably try to go find the sword that you tossed off. That being said, the other side is the Shadowfell. Now, I haven't taken my own personal opinions out. The Shadowfell is not getting any better. It's consistently getting worse. It is a curse that's been going on for 20 years. And Manon, I know you have not seen it, because you've been raised in it. But there's something wrong with your mother, and we need to take care of it. We need to help her. And if it means that we need to rely on Silic to do so, I trust him. Now, currently, as of this moment, from what I've been told from some of our units that we've sent into the Shadowfell, is that whatever magic is officially been placed on the Shadowfell has been solidifying on the castle. The castle walls have changed, the castle perimeters have changed. It has turned from a multi-towered fortress into a large towered structure that is constantly growing. As far as what we were told, is it almost is touching the skies of Shadowfell. We don't know what the plan is. We've been told that Dahlia is constantly residing usually near the top. Now, for all intents and purposes, I would not ask you to assist in her capture. What I would ask you to do, is if what we do this, is slow down the guards so Scylla can do what he needs to do.
My eyes are just dropped, and I'm kind of just waiting for everyone else to speak.
Meanwhile, I'm looking over to you.
I'm not looking back.
Manon, this concerns you more than anyone. What are you thinking?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what I want to do, but I'm one person.
If it was obvious, we wouldn't ask.
I mean, obviously it's my home. It's my mom, and things aren't right, and we have a chance to fix that. But I also know that it's a big ask for you guys, and haven't always been the best teammate, being honest. So I don't understand. I don't blame you if for wanting to go do something else. We can get more answers for Dira, which I know matters to most of us, too. I know that the Weave Mind, we haven't talked to her yet, and she has answers that pretty much anyone could see benefit from, but this is a group, and I'm not gonna say what we should do. It's for all of us to decide.
I've no great investment in either to Shadowfell or Dira, but I'm not a great fan of things falling apart anywhere. Say whatever one we're more likely to stop. Seems like a good place to be.
If you need some motivation, I'm sure that there's something in the Shadowfell treasury we could give. And I'm looking at Soma.
He just like looks as he's like half eating like some of the meat. I'm sorry, what?
Well, you talked about adventurers and stuff for so long. Don't adventurers like money and riches? We have some of those.
We do.
And
so, would you like to be paid for your services rendered?
I think it's generally how it's done, isn't it?
The fish shit in the ocean?
Where else would they shit?
Exactly my point.
Okay. I guess, yeah. If you help us out with the Shadowfell, yeah, we can pay you a reasonable sum for your assistance dealing with the guards. You know, either that or we provide you with better provisions, armor, weapons, possibly gear of some kind for your adventures going on.
maybe a bit of both within reason.
You mentioned there's mages there. Do they have ways of finding things?
Yeah, they do.
I might want to talk to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my drink down and look, money, items are great. Yeah, we have a few avenues right now, but I think tactically speaking, we can't handle Dira. There's nothing that we're gonna do. I think that's a much bigger fight ahead of us than we expect. Shadowfell, we don't have to do a lot, but I think we can do something there. And with your mom locked down, your wife, and you looking at Soma back in control of said army and realm is probably beneficial for us, because if we need help bringing Dira down or whoever could be causing whatever, if Malik is back in a problem, we're going to need allies. So tactically speaking, should probably go to the Shadowfell.
Manon,
For my own
too
part.
stunned to speak. Go ahead.
For my own part, I would say this. I don't know this Eternal Guardian, but I do know that a queen owing a favor can be quite profitable. And even though I'm saying that in a very, like, business manner, I'm, like, side-eyeing Manon, like, leaving it to her.
Manon just looks to Nova and Azalia because they're the only ones that haven't spoken up yet.
You know, I'd do anything to rescue my mom. I'll do anything to help you rescue yours.
Want more information, so if we all decide to go somewhere, I'll go with. We obviously need to figure out what's going on from what we saw already. This curse has affected your family for a very long time.
Have you ever been to the Shadowfell?
No.
I can get some cool research on it too.
And it probably has less water than this place.
It does. Some parts of it, at least.
What a shame.
Deal with that.
Some parts, not all of it. I'm just saying I never learned to swim for a reason. So,
Sounds like we have a bit of a consensus then. The next part of plan.
Silik said 3 days, right, Dad?
2 more days' time. That's the latest that Silik needed before. That's the most time he required. I'm
I
not
guess
quite
it just
sure.
depends on if we want to go in 2 days or go later today. I mean,
We need to wait for
sure-
Silik. We can't do this on
Right.
our own.
Well, that's what I meant.
Then I guess we're waiting 2 days.
There's worse places.
Well, it does not hurt to take in the sights before you enter into such treacherous waters of sorts. So relax, enjoy what this part of Avarice has to offer, and trust me, 2 days will come in quicker than you think. As immediately staff comes in, starts collecting the plates. He just raises his 2 fingers again, kind of points at a sign. So maybe they come back and they start bringing over dishes of what looks kind of like a tiramisu to everyone.
So, Soma, since you can't tell us stories of your adventures, really, I mean, what was Manon like as a kid? And I'm just like personally like digging to try to get like really embarrassing stories.
Oh, I mean, ups and downs. I mean, like,
We don't have to talk about that.
No, I think it'll give us some good insight as to the lady that you've become. I was looking for
Manon,
Soma.
don't interrupt your father. Very impolite.
she was a joy to have as a child. I'll leave it as simple as that. I do not want to embarrass my daughter.
Thank you, Dad.
Unlike some people at this table.
Azalia, do you have any embarrassing stories of Alistair when he was a kid?
Oh, so many. I look over at him like, I don't know. There's a few, like the time that he went swimming and lost his clothes and had to chase the little imps around to find them. I was laughing at that one.
I'm sorry, Azalia, do I need to bring up the story about the 3 bears and the little one, and that was how you got your first kiss?
You shut up.
You kissed a bear.
I did not kiss a bear.
I think the bear would beg to differ.
The bear kissed you?
Nova, how was your childhood? Any different?
Sounds
Any
like
different
Nico
from ours?
Yes, very different.
I'd love to hear about it.
Well,
Did you kiss a
which-
bear?
No.
I'm gonna kick Alistair under the table.
Unbearable.
I mean, you start
Bare necessities.
learning what you're supposed to do
Bear.
once you're younger. Didn't you guys ever have? You guys were taught things, right? Or trained when you were younger?
Of course.
Yeah.
Follow the pod. Stay away from the humans. Stay away from the ships.
Navigation is the biggest thing, and the stars. In my training, that is. But yeah. She's very awkwardly like, please don't make me talk more. Like,
Okay, Bjorn, what's an embarrassing story from your childhood?
Oh no, there was none. It was wonderful.
I find that hard to believe.
Not that single one.
Okay, Roneen, how about you?
Well, I mean, there was the time that, well, there were a lot of times that you sleep a bit too close to the edge and the waves come in and sweep you out. And then everyone's looking for you. But everyone eventually winds up back together again, and we find the rocks and we get in the sun. And we find the fish and we eat the fish. Life was a lot simpler then.
Dad, do you have any embarrassing childhood stories about yourself?
I
I once dated the squirrel with wings.
I was raised in a test tube.
I don't know that.
I mean,
I don't know if you're
honestly,
supposed to
before I met, let's say, the group, your folks, your mother, I was raised to mostly be a soldier. I don't really have too many embarrassing or really adventurous tales. I worked, slept, ate, worked, slept, ate. That was pretty much it. I didn't really have much. It wasn't until I actually met the group itself that I started actually enjoying life for what it was. After that, yes, there were some embarrassing moments. There was a relationship that went awry. We had a dispute, and it did not turn out well. There was a couple slashes against each other. It did not turn out grand. That was before I met your mother, of course. But
I don't know. Mom always told me this story of the fact that you guys almost killed each other a couple times.
that I almost. Your mother and I didn't get along at first. We'll put it like that. We didn't get along at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that.
Yeah.
She said a lot of good relationships start out that way.
Yeah.
But trying to kill each other, that seems a bit extreme.
I mean, you find love in interesting places, I guess.
That I'll drink to.
So at this point, food is complete. Drinks are done.
Someone's like, get me out of here for the third campaign in a row.
he like, well, it's getting pretty late.
Please.
You know, he just looks at, you should get some rest. You know, tomorrow approach the day. See what they have to offer. If this is what you all want to do, I can send word to a local blacksmith at a town if you want to procure anything from local blacksmith to make sure that maybe get you a better rate. But I think this will be it. He immediately just kind of sees the maid immediately gets up, kind of grabs a handful of gold and kind of sets it down, grabs another couple pieces and he puts it down for her. He just looks at you all. Well, this was a very eventful night. I hope you all had a good time. It was a pleasure to meet you all, and I'm glad to see that my little one has made such good friends and a good group that protects her. So I am going to go take care of some work, but it was a pleasure again to meet you all, and if you need anything at all, kind of pulls out. He just kind of slides over like this coin that's put like on a ribbon pendant. Just put this on your neck and just call me out. I'll respond.
I snatch it so fast.
Pleasure.
Hey, Dad, one last question.
Mhm.
I'm following him out as he says, as
Oh,
I
okay.
say this. Who's that lady you were talking to earlier?
What lady?
I think she had buns. She was blonde. She had a book. purple
Oh,
and
earlier
black.
here.
But- Yeah.
She's a local mage.
Do we know her?
No, you don't know her. She's the mage here in Abris. She's my contact between she's. I can't really cross in to go into the capital like everybody else can. I'm not from here, so she passes information
you're
from
a
Silic to me.
Diplomat, right? That wouldn't be fair.
I mean, I can go when the queen allows me to, but I can't just go there every day whenever I see fit. So she passes on information from Silic to me and vice versa, so we don't have to keep traveling back and forth to convene.
Well, if you ask me, I think you're a diplomat from a different realm, and you should be able to go talk to the queen whenever you want. Wouldn't we do the same?
You'll learn that that having responsibilities as far as being a lord, lady, king, queen, you can't just give everybody what they want. You can't just have your time available for anybody. I mean, once we take care of the issue from the Shadowfell, I'm gonna have to go back working. I'm gonna have to work overtime. It's gonna be going from busy life to another busy life, back to another busy life. It's not as glamorous as it looks. So
I never really thought it was glamorous, if that makes you feel any better.
it does. You're not seeing it with glassed over eyes. Well, yeah, she's just a point of contact, and
Would she be beneficial for us to talk to at all?
well, I mean, she's back over at the capital now, but if you need to talk to her, she stays over at the central station during the day. And if you want to find her, you can find her there.
I was just thinking maybe if Nova or Roneen wanted to talk to her, that's all.
I mean, absolutely.
Or if someone else was now. He's like, fuck, I have to give her a name now.
I just gotta remember where I put her. So, she should be around midday over in the central complex tomorrow. I'll make sure you guys get access to it. Just ask for Archmage Terrain.
Terrain.
T-E-R-E-I-N.
Okay.
She is
Okay.
the head of the mage guild that Silic is using to figure out answers for your mother.
Interesting. Okay.
So give her a little bit of space. If you need to ask her some questions, go ahead. But remember, she's a very busy woman. And she spends a lot of time moving about. So just, kind of keep it light.
Yeah, sure. And Dad? She's gonna pull him into a big hug, and she's just gonna say, I love you.
I love you too. He pulls you in really tight. Now go. Spend some time with your friends. Enjoy Abris. One more day, then the following day we'll strategize. If you want to go see the smithy tomorrow, go see a smithy, go get something nice. And he just kind of passes you a bag of some gold.
Give me my trust fund. Let's go.
All the rest of us are.
Now this is for you. This is for you. If you want to give it to some of your friends, go ahead. But this is for you to get something nice.
Okay. I will get something nice.
And he's gonna give you 500 gold pieces.
Let's fucking go.
Damn.
Damn.
He's rich.
This is why we call you princess.
He's rich.
Why you call you princess?
Oh, I almost accidentally added 5,000.
This is why everybody's friends with Manon, because she has rich family.
The only reason y'all are friends with me, I
I'm sorry,
guess.
I
Why
can't
is it
hear
like,
your shade over my money.
While Nova's over here just like, I just want to.
Oh, my mama's first let me cry into my pile of money.
You're like,
I picture
Manon, can I get
Nova-
something? No, I don't have any money left. Well, then why are we friends with you?
I picture when like Sova got up for the table and said that he was leaving. Nova does that little like she was gonna say something, and then she's like, no, I won't say it.
Oh.
Like, kind of thing.
it's not late. Nova mind link. It wasn't message. It was mind link. Might be. But you still technically have a connection. You can ask me a question telepathically.
That's true.
Oh.
You could ask her a question, because you can see them talking near the front door.
Well, you kind of already answered it. She was gonna ask if she could talk to the mages.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I was gonna report that information.
All right. So after giving you a hug,
that was pretty much it.
given your monthly allowance, he
Monthly allowance? Damn! Sorry, that was not Nova, that was Ambre.
Look, he has access to the gold treasury of a whole realm. He can toss
He's out
around
of the
500
year.
gold as he sees fit,
Shit! Talk
So
about
I'm
how you
hearing
can.
you're adventuring.
Big
Ski
dinner.
mask, and we round Manon.
I would also
As a
say
group
that
of
for this
bandits.
place, if you guys look around and you make a check, or you look around and you just like want to see like, okay, what is like, how much is he paying for this food? It looks like
If
from
you
where
want to
you guys
glance
are,
at the bill,
as you like look at like what he paid for the bill, it looks like he paid at least 300 gold for the bill itself.
Fuck.
I'm gonna wave. Thank you for the food again.
I'm that one friend in high school that pulls up in the Mercedes Benz and picks up all my friends.
And everybody's mocking
was
you. It's
the
like, no, that's
person-
Daddy's Mercedes Benz, not yours.
I'm like, damn right.
It's like after having all that food, it's like, all right, I want to go back and take a food coma. I'll see you later.
You wish your daddy was rich like mine.
All right, so
He's
you get
just the ATM.
I will come back
Gotcha.
to the group, unless they've followed us outside. I don't know if you guys are just awkwardly waiting around the 300 gold dinner table or not.
I mean, if there's
Probably
still,
waiting.
if there's still dessert to eat, then I am still eating the dessert. Otherwise, are we meant to be leaving?
I'm not touching the dessert, but I'm just looking at the 300 gold. Like,
Nova would be eating the dessert and then looks at Roneen and goes, I'm not sure. Are we supposed to leave yet? I don't know what the etiquette is here.
Sounds like we're finished.
Okay. She picks up the dessert and takes it with her.
Plate ball.
I definitely take some cookies and put them in my pocket for later.
I'll walk back in and be like, are you guys still finishing dessert?
No, we're done.
Nope, I'm good. I forgot I'm in a toga.
So I would also assume
An artfully draped toga.
I would also
might add.
assume because he got a huge boar and there was really only 7 of you.
Can we get 15 to go boxes?
They're pretty much like you guys can get like some to-go boxes.
Yeah.
I will definitely get to-go boxes because I don't think I have pockets.
Watch, this is what fancy restaurant where they put it in a fancy little bag for you with a
to-go
ribbon.
boxes of just smoked boar. Oh.
And some of the tiramisu.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, so you guys get your to-go boxes. You get them to like wrap up what less of you have of your wine, so it's not wasted, and you guys head on out.
We bring that back, dude.
There's wine left?
I think as I'm
Bold of you to
walking
assume.
out, I'll be the last one, and I'm still gonna throw just a gold on the table because I feel bad and I feel like I should tip the
Okay.
people.
All right.
One gold of a $300 meal.
It
Man,
is.
I gave what I could.
It is late, but not too
I
late.
didn't
But
think Daddy's gonna talk about my sweet tooth.
I'd say at this point it's 8 p.m. It's up to you guys if you guys want to approach anything. A lot of the businesses would be closing pretty soon. But you do see there's certain businesses that are out that might be opening specifically late at night. There's certain kind of like, there's one business that specifically just does like different kind of candles and does different kind of like different kind of like odors that they kind of do in the place, and it looks like they get more business at night, so they kind of have their whole front door lit with candles. There's another one that's like a spell, like it looks like a person who actually makes scrolls, and they actually looks like they are just open later.
Do you think our clothes are done being laundered? Because I definitely miss my pockets. This is a very nice toga, but I do miss my clothing.
Toga.
That's right. That's true. I should probably go back and change out of the nice dress before I go for a swim.
Okay, so you guys head back to the hotel.
But I don't care that the fact that I have the Egyptian cotton 900 thread count kilt on. Can I go to the candle store?
Sure.
Everybody's gonna head back to the hotel. I'd
You
like
take-
to go to the candle
You
store.
take a boat taxi all the way to the candle store.
I just comment that it looks pretty before
Oh.
on my way to the hotel.
Compared to some of the other businesses where they have something on the second floor, this one they have their second floor hollowed out, and it's just a big, huge like atrium kind of area with a large chandelier that's hanging down that has different candles that are lit on it. The immediate smell that comes in is a lot. This is like walking into like it's like walking into like a more organic like bath and beyond kind or Bed Bath. Not so like in your face like terrible smells, but there's a lot of odors at once. You do see that the back room, it looks like they actually are there's actually people there that are actually like they're paying for a class to actually learn how to make their own candles. There's a central spot in the center that has like their homemade stuff, and then there's stuff on the outside that has like stuff that they get imported in from other places. Most of the smells here are taken from different kind of herbs that are found at the bottom of the sea, and then some of them are more like forest kind of smells to them, like rainforest.
Is there a proprietor or like a salesperson?
There's no one necessarily walking
About-
around. You see there's somebody working with like the class, and then there's somebody who's like current like stocking some stuff in the center. You assume they work here.
Can I approach them?
Sure. You
Say,
just see
excuse me.
a female gnome just kind of like on like a little ladder, just kind of like putting up different stuff. Ah, good evening.
I am looking for something that maybe is out of the ordinary.
What would you consider out of the ordinary?
Do you have the candle for hate and forgiveness?
Just like looks at you up and down. Drops down, closes the ladder, reattaches it to his side. This way. And assuming that, like, the way that she first looks at you, she assumes that, like, you just, like, pissed off your girlfriend. So she takes you over to, like, a section of, like, here are the really, really, really expensive candles. And you see another, like, gentleman there standing. And he's like, oh, God, which one should you want? Which one? Fuck, I gotta get out of the doghouse quick. And she's like, well, these ones are our most, I'd say, appropriate aromas for what you're looking for. We have everything from herbal to...
Is she still on the stepladder? Or
No, she's not on the stepladder anymore.
Okay. Can I kneel down to eye level and say, I need a scent of hate and forgiveness?
I mean, we don't have hate and forgiveness as one scent. If you want to join our class, you can make your own. If you have something in mind. Most of our candles are one thought.
Take?
Well, I mean, our classes are open. This one currently today is closed. If you want to come in tomorrow, we do have classes during the day tomorrow. Whatever you make, you get to keep.
Player to DM, do I have that time if I go tomorrow?
I mean, I don't think you guys got anything planned for the next day. You guys just got something planned in 2 days. So I don't think you guys got anything set for the following day. If you want to designate your day to making a candle, more power to you. She just looks at you. It's
I will do so.
It is 5 gold for the class.
I will slide the 5 gold order and say, if you hear anybody asking about who is taking the class, I would appreciate your discretion.
What was the last thing you said?
If you have anybody asking about who is attending your class, I would appreciate your discretion.
Of course. Hush, hush. I will not let anybody know that... What's your name? Smith. I will make sure if anybody asks for Smith, to not tell them that there is a Smith here.
Let us pretend that any of my type would never hear that this conversation never happened.
So if anybody describes you, I will say that you're not here. Fantastic.
I will slide another gold and nod.
My lips are shut. She just puts it in her pocket. Noon tomorrow.
Take the book.
The class is 6 hours long. And we'll be happy to see you tomorrow.
We'll make it.
Very well. To tomorrow. Remember.
Of course. Never saw you. Never saw you. Immediately, you just hear somebody who's like teaching their class, like, "Who's that? I have no idea. What are you talking about?" All right.
I'm the John Cena of the candle class.
You eventually meet up with the group. You guys get upstairs. There is like a tag on the door that indicates that your clothing has been dropped off. You inside, you do see like a speed rack of all your properly cleaned and dried and pressed clothing. It has never been cleaner. It almost is so clean you're afraid to like wear it outside.
You say that.
My clothing, it's here, and I go change.
Pockets.
And I look at my, my knock around, my everyday, like, simple linen stuff that I wear most of the time, and I put it on, and I'm going to go out for a swim in it.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of swim around the area
Okay. Sounds good.
with Biscuit.
Do you just drop the toga or sundress and throw that shit on in front of everyone?
Yes, actually, I do.
Oh no!
For
It is
anybody who's
not
curious
gonna
what
be
she
a
looked,
definition.
what does Selkie look like without her clothing on? Here you go.
Yeah,
I look like a naked lady.
There's some interesting spots. There's some interesting spots on her back, and yeah, it just doesn't even think about it.
I think I'm way too distracted by full frontal nudity to even notice any sort of nuanced spots. Manon just sees boobs and is just like, oh,
That's a naked Roneen. That is definitely a naked Roneen. Okay.
naked Roneen.
Bjorn doesn't care and finds a private spot to change outside the
Bjorn's
wall.
used to
I
it.
see Bjorn ass cheeks, and I'm like, oh wait, you said private spot. Never mind.
Yeah. No, he's
Now I gotta put an R rating on this show.
yeah. The Roneen thing is nothing new.
All right. So you go out swimming. Does anybody else do anything for the rest of the night?
Well, Nova would go out to the balcony to look at the stars if it's a clear night.
It is a clear night. Yep. It's usually pretty clear unless it's a storm out above Abris, and right now it's perfectly clear out. You can see the stars without any hindrance.
Okay, then she would go out there, and I'm gonna go out there and actually bring my book and start sketching. And you see her bring out her little like tools and everything, and she starts charting the sky.
Give me a perception check.
Oh my goodness! Actually, a roll. Whoa! Is it
Our
a
first
hit?
roll of the night. An hour and a half.
I'm possibly going to be
There's been no reason for rolls earlier. No reason.
It's good. It's
All
a
this
10.
role play makes me want to roll real.
It was a 10.
10. As you are jotting down notes, drawing pictures, whether it's you're tired, maybe it's the drinks, maybe it's a different air, you have to start kind of like, as you look at your notes and it looks like the letters start getting scrambled and the pictures start changing in front of you, but then you like kind of like wipe your eyes a little bit and they solidify back to normal.
Great. And I just like shake my notebook a little bit and be like,
One more perception check.
That'll fix it.
maybe I should use my actual dice. Let's see.
Don't flub this. This feels important.
19 plus 5.
You start shaking it, and as the pages go, it looks like the letters are really like floating off the pages as you do it, and then you put it back up. It looks like the letters are jumbling themselves to something, but until you focus on it, they just keep reverting back to the way you wrote them or the pictures you drew. But it looks like something's trying to change. Using letters to send you a message and changing the pictures to show you something.
Focus on it.
As you focus on it, the pictures are kind of jumbled. You can't really see what the pictures are doing. It looks like it's trying to take... Like, what's the current picture you're on? Are you just trying to, like, draw the constellations?
It would be the constellations right over that I would see.
Okay.
And then I would be putting, like, the what's it called? Directionals on it. So, like, the east, west, all that kind of stuff.
Give me, because of your background, give me a nature check.
Okay, I'm gonna use real dice because they seem to be doing. That was where is? You said nature check,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is an 18 plus 3.
You have not seen what... So the way it's rewriting the constellations for you in the pictures, it's trying to create a new constellation. You've never seen this constellation before, but it does look... Pieces of it look familiar to you. The constellation itself looks like it's shaped kind of like some kind of four-legged creature. It has like a line, 2 points down, and it looks like it's supposed to be shaped as a head with maybe horns on top. But you've never seen something of this shape. Based off the pieces together, it actually looks like when you kind of go through it, you recognize halves of it. You do know that the front part of this is part of another constellation that exists in the Feywild. But not in the part of the Feywild that you're from. It exists in the Feywild on the opposite side of the realm you're from. It's a constellation of a ram. Specifically, a ram that used to be the deity of nature within the Feywild. Okay. The back part you do not recognize, but it does fit. It looks like it's a piece of another constellation.
Does it stay on the piece of paper that way?
As long as you're focusing on it, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a small piece of paper nearby and I'm gonna sketch it down real quick to make sure, while I'm focusing, to make sure I don't lose it.
Okay. As far as the words it's trying to jumble up for you, it almost kind of like slides letters away and it kind of focuses like these jumbled letters into like the spots to kind of write something, but it's still hard to understand. Some of the words don't make sense. They're kind of jumbled up. As you're looking through, you assume that you see shadow, you see fey, you see curse, you see bless, and you see the word mirror.
And then, so I write that on the piece of paper that I just sketched the new constellation on real quick, just to make sure that I have it. And then I'm like, okay, shadow, fey, bless, curse, mirror.
And then as you start to say those words, you hear a whisper, a very, very, very quiet, unknown voice whisper in your ear of a female. Very light into your ear. Be warned of the steps that are to follow. Be warned of what can happen. Be warned that one can be done in one can be done in the other. A mirror exists between. But a curse can be a blessing, and a blessing can be a curse.
Quick on the piece of paper that I was writing all the other stuff on real quick. And be like, so they're a mirror image of each other. So what happens in one happens in another. Her eyes just get wide. I don't know if anybody's out there, but her eyes get even wider as possible. And she's like, mirror image of each other. No one, wait. How has this been missed? She's talking to herself very quietly, but kind of like people do when they talk to themselves when they're like, doing stuff. It's like, how did this get missed? Wait, so that means they're the connections. You just see like her brain's going all crazy, and she's going to start jotting down a whole bunch of things. She's going to flip to another page and start jotting down a whole bunch of things as she's going. And she's going to be like, they're a mere reflection of each other. What happens in one can happen to another, or vice versa. And she marks possible connection far realm and circles it.
One last thing that happens is all of a sudden you get like this shine in your eyes, like something bright from the sky gets in your eyes. But as you look around at people beneath you or anyone else, no one else sees this, as something is trying to indicate a very, 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 very specific star to you. Not a constellation, but a star.
Is it in a constellation I've already written down?
No, it's not even part of a constellation. It's and this is even in the book. Something is actually trying to point a star in the sky to you.
I quickly flip back to where I was and jot it down and put it in the direction of where it would be in the sky.
Okay. Give me one last nature check.
I can't.
I'm so
Please be
fascinated
good.
with what's going
Please
on
be
right
good. Please be good. Oh, 19. 19. Plus 3.
This is a very, very specific star. This star has not been in existence for long. This star was created due to extinguish of another being. As many gods that are created, constellations are created because of them. As many gods die, constellations are created from them, or a star is created. This star has been unnamed, but only been specifically labeled as the Star of Fire. This star is forever always hovering over the old battleground against Kokobial. Something's trying to tell you about this star.
Right in the book with a question mark. Serafina? Question mark.
And then the letters go back to normal.
On my other little piece of paper, I start writing down from what we've been told already. I will say the twins' mom, Serafina, Dira, and then Kokobial. I write on that piece of paper, on the piece of paper that I've already been writing other things on, and I cross out Serafina, put a star by the twins' mom, and I circle the other two.
Okay.
She just closes her book for a second and then looks up at the stars and just like, never pointed me wrong. Thank you. And then she goes back inside.
Okay. Anybody else for us tonight?
Wandered. Like I would have gotten changed, and then I kind of want to see the city a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk around and just take in the sights.
Okay. At night, this city is very, very quiet. Most of the city uses magic to keep itself illuminated. With the exception of a few shops, including the candle shop, most of the lights around the city, the candles, the candelabras, and the street lights are all lit up by magical orbs themselves. As sun sets, you actually even see like someone actually like open them up, summon a spell, activating it, closing it up, going to the next one, etc., etc., etc. The place is quiet. Some people are still fishing, as fishing game is sometimes better at night, and they're still doing it over there. It looks like they're actually switching staff at this point. It looks like day fishers use different material than night fishers. But all in all, it's quite peaceful.
I have a thing I was gonna do, but I kind of need someone here for it.
I think she's. Oh, who? Is he in bed?
Yeah.
Do we want to do a bio break?
Yeah, let's do a bio break.
Yeah, we
We'll
can
do a
do-
10-minute bio break.
Oh, he's coming back.
Well, we're gonna do
yeah,
a bio break anyway.
Okay.
I just got to quick switch some things around. Otherwise, Val is the DM right now.
Val, quick!
Oh, did we win? Do we win?
Oh, all the bad guys die.
What magical items do we get?
One,
We'll never know.
1 billion platinum.
You get a staff of power, and you get a staff of power.
Damn.
Quick!
Give it away like
What's
that.
Soma giving us from the treasury?
Probably 1 million platinum. I mean, if my monthly allowance is 500 gold, it's not far-fetched.
True.
We knew you were wealthy, but now we know you're like wealthy.
Really rich.
Like you're
Someone's
rich,
like,
rich,
I'm gonna
rich.
make my daughter look so good in front of her friends, and slaps down money, and everyone's like, we're not that good of friends. Put your hands up.
You're so right, you call vases vases.
Vase. The vase.
We've already established the Shadow
Wow.
Castle had at least like multiple elevators, so we
Alright.
never established if it had a swimming pool though.
All right, so Manon, you wanted to
If it
do
had a
something.
swimming pool, you would have learned how to swim.
Oh, right.
True. Yeah. Where's Alistair?
I think he's just in the room.
It's for you to find out.
What room?
The room that he was sharing with Azalia.
The hotel room.
No, I know. I'm just thinking about how I want the story.
Oh, we got.
Toga.
When did you go? When did you go in this room?
I mean, when they came back, he probably would have like grabbed his stuff and then just like went back in there and shut the door behind him.
When you shut the door behind you, Manon's sitting behind the door, and she's just like, "What is your plan? What's your game here?"
Like in the room,
Yeah.
like get out of my room.
Not until you answer my question.
What do you mean? What's my plan?
I mean, like, what are you trying to do? You're gonna make fun of me, you're gonna be a shithead, and then you're gonna be all supportive suddenly, and then you're back to being a shithead again?
I think I was pretty clear as to my reasoning why we need to go to the Shadowfell.
Right. I'm thankful for that. But then you want to hear some embarrassing childhood stories of me? Why do you care?
Because it would embarrass you, and I thought that would be funny.
Why do you care? I thought you don't care.
I don't, but hearing embarrassing stories of you, the person who tricked me and my sister into coming here in the first place, would cheer me up slightly, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna throw me under the bus to my dad?
Yeah, again, the person who tricked me and my sister to coming here. Your dad didn't really seem to care.
Okay, and if you hate me so much, then why do you care about going to the Shadowfell?
Oh my goodness. Again, because we have a lot ahead of us that is much bigger than us. And if I've learned anything over the years of tactics and stories of people who win fights, it's by having allies.
So am I an ally or am I your enemy?
No, you're a party member. That means you're a part of this group as much as any one of the rest of us.
Which is...
Which is a part of this part. What do you not understand about that?
I asked you one or the other. You're giving me something weird in the middle of the road. What is it?
Everything is not always defined by one or two things. And I don't know if you know this, but yeah, I've been giving you a hard time because we kind of got off on a rocky start, in case you didn't realize. But what you also didn't see or hear was the few times that I've stood up to defend you, or the fact that I dove through that portal after you when you got sucked through by that puppet thing, or the fact that I told my dad to back off you a little bit because you're having a hard couple days.
You dove after me?
Yeah, you and Bjorn, because you guys are a member of this party. I'm not leaving anybody behind.
So I don't get it. Why give me a hard time?
I don't have a good answer for you. Why? Why do you think I'm giving you a hard time?
I don't know. They hate me or whatever. Which, like, fine. If it's because of the Shadowfell thing, I'm sorry.
Wow, an apology. That's a first.
Don't push it.
Well, I appreciate the I'm sorry. And, you know, it's going to take time. Obviously, everything... If stories have told me anything, everything kind of happens for a reason. And I guess that's why me and Azalia are here. And the rest of us now. Still don't trust the Weave Mind, and even further less with what your dad said. That the belief that when all this fire in the cloud goes away, that's the end of the world. Makes me wonder if that's what the Weave Mind wants.
I don't think that's what my dad wants. Just sounds like
I
it's
didn't-
something he was told.
I'm not saying your dad wants to end the world. He obviously
I
wants.
didn't
the
say
shadow.
that you said that. I'm just telling you what I think he thinks.
Okay, mute point. But regardless, we're here. All I can do is make the best of it. And at the end of the day, you know, did I choose the people who I would be traveling with? No. But it is what it is. And, you know, I was raised in a way that no matter what happens, you look out for everyone else.
Do you wish you were home right now?
I mean, yeah. Do I want to be out here fighting some possibly undead, resurrected hero of legend that was known for being sacrificed themselves for the world? Do I want to be going to the Shadowfell to potentially go up against the Queen of the Shadowfell? Do I want to be dealing with some narcissistic, complex-driven ex-god, demigod thing? No, I don't want to deal with any of that crap. But at the end of the day, I've been trained to do so in a sort of sense. So somebody has to do it, I guess. And so be it.
What about your mom?
I don't know. Azalia, she's got her hopes up. And I've talked to her, but I don't know if I'm talking to a shadow or a remnant of what she was. If it's actually her or some weird perverted memory of her that's latched on to what Dira is now, or a memory of what Dira thought my mom was. I really don't know. But
You
I've always
talk to
been-
her more than anyone else.
doesn't mean really much if I haven't talked to her before that. I don't know what she was like when she was alive.
I can say the same about mine at this point.
At least you had yours around while you were growing up. I just had the faint memory of what could be her. I guess an imaginary odd-ish friend.
Well, at least she was your friend.
Oh. Easy when they're your friend when you're making them up.
Who knows? Maybe she wasn't made up. She's already in weird places. Who's to say that she wasn't in weirder?
Yeah, well, I don't really want to follow that train of thought because that's a whole nother line of messed up that I don't need to deal with right now.
Could always ask the Weave Mind.
Well,
We still have 3 questions.
I know they said they'll be honest about it, but I really don't know how honest they're going to be about it. Gods or ex-gods tend to be real loopy when they answer things. They tell you half-truths.
Still worth knowing something. Still something you could get out of it. Something maybe we should do tomorrow. Wouldn't hurt to get as many answers as we can before we move on to the next thing.
Maybe, but I think others have more important questions than that.
Maybe it's something we talk about tomorrow. But I think it's something that we probably should do before we go to the Shadowfell or wherever. We have a day to do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that if everybody else wants to do it. I don't think I have anything else better to do.
Cool. She starts walking towards the door.
She's like walking out. He doesn't even take the wait. He's like taking his shirt off and like walking towards the bathroom. He's still got pants on.
No, it's just funny to me. Yeah, how do you take your shirt off when you've got wings? Like you can't just be like you can't just like Channing Tatum it, you know? Like
magic.
I mean, do you still have the tattered shirt on that you had put on earlier?
Yeah, actually, probably. So I just like, actually, it's some waist now. The shirt's tattered. I just like rip it off, like, just like straight off forward and just like.
I just hear something rip from behind me, and I just whip around like he's gonna like fucking throw a dagger. I don't fucking know.
No, if you turn around, you see him walking to the bathroom, but you notice that he actually has a handful of scars on his torso.
She turns 50 shades of purple and leaves.
Fine.
She had a question she was gonna ask. Not anymore. She forgot it. She's out. She's gone.
Him and his 12-pack abs.
If anyone's in the common area, you just see Manon walking out of Alistair's room with an intensely pink face, and she books it to her room. Doesn't say anything.
I don't think anybody's in the common room, are they?
I don't know.
She would have went in there right away, right?
I'm gonna say a dripping wet Roneen will walk in right about then.
I guess Bjorn's coming back from the candle shop.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know where he's coming from.
Sorry, he's coming back from some undisclosed location.
Some undisclosed location where he used the name Smith.
Easy to Deadpool.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do for us tonight? Cool. As night comes, you guys get in your long rests. I remember. Okay. Does everybody go to sleep at the same time? Okay.
I expect more or less.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would have waited.
You would have waited.
Well, I would have been analyzing my book, so, trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
In more detail. So, and I only need 4 hours to sleep, so.
Okay, so you're
I
going to
would
wait
probably
4
do it
hours to go to sleep
closer.
then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nothing happens. You analyze your book. You go to bed midway through your sleep. Throughout this sleep, half of you get a decent sleep. The other half, dream or a nightmare, is all a matter of perspective of how this is going to go. We're going to start off with Roneen.
Oh, goody.
You find yourself on a very, very, very bleak shoreline. A fog that is thick throughout the area. You know where you are. You're just on a very, very thin shoreline until something grabs you and pulls you deep underwater. As you see this large arm of a tentacle trying to pull you down, as you see these many eyes beating at you. As you're pulling down, the only thing that of comfort to you is you can keep breathing in this water. I need you to give me an investigation check as you're being pulled down into this water.
Sorry, I just realized I was muted. 12.
12. Okay. Hang on a second. As you're being pulled into this water and you feel the weight of it being pushed on you, eventually you start to drop further than you've ever swum before. You've seen this in a vision of like these different architectural hieroglyphic pieces in a vision. But you get pulled down deeper and deeper. You can feel a trail of water that not only you're being pulled down, but the creature is pulling you down is also swimming deeper. Until eventually you're let go, but the force of being dragged down so heavy, you get pulled down until eventually you drop down as gravity takes over and you're no longer in water. You're in some kind of space beneath the waterline. Air is natural. It is heavy. There's almost a steam in here, and you can walk around. As you first get a lay of the land, you find yourself in what seems like a large abandoned temple. This place is designed in statues of many different kinds, but at first when you look at them, most of the statues are not of gods, but of maybe of warriors. Give me an investigation check as you take in the lay of land.
Okay. That's going to be a whopping 10.
You can't make heads or tails of who these people are. It's stone. These statues are roughly about 30 feet in height. They don't look godlike of any kind. They look just as natural as someone like you, a simple adventurer. Not a knight, not a warrior, just a normal person. They have names on the bottom of them. No specific titles, but they are just left as the first, the second, the third, the fourth. And then once it gets up to the 8th, there's an empty spot that has your name on it. No statue there, but it has your name plastered there as the 8th. You do see a large set of steps. Now these steps further on look like they're meant for a giant. Each step is heavy and thick. You can still make your way up it, but it's definitely meant for someone who has a much larger, much more grand kind of span of movement. And at the top you see a large mural that looks like it's been slowly degrading due to the steam in this area. It looks like it dictates a sort of a battle. You see teeth. You see tendrils. You see wings. There is so much on this picture, it's hard to make heads or tails of what it is until you get closer. But before you do start hearing heavy footsteps of metal and iron. As eventually you see a man fully decked out in full armor. Helm, pauldrons, greaves, the 9, stand on top. From the distance, you can't make heads or tails of his height. But he just stands there with a large pike with a very jagged edge. It looks like it's almost like a fishing spear turned into a very sophisticated weapon. Just looks at you. You're unable to see if he's physically moving his mouth or if he's telepathically talking to you, but you hear a very grisly male voice speak to you. So you were to replace me.
Replace you for what?
Just starts looking at the mural. Just points at the part that has the tendrils on it.
Don't make no kind of sense. Who are you?
Points over at the statue of the 7th. As you see just a simple man that looks like a gentle warrior. Human in nature. Looks like maybe a druid. But now something different. I am what remains. I am the last.
Remains after what?
I got what it gave me. And this is what it asked in return.
What did it ask? What is this?
Just starts taking one step down, 2 steps down, as it starts walking closer to you, holding its pike parallel to its side of its body. As it moves down, what's your give me a perception check.
Go with Keyfish die. Oh, natural. No, it's a 2 for a 3.
Just keep seeing this person just until eventually it gets closer to you. As he sees his maybe 6 and change feet. Don't know how much of that is armor, or if that's actually his height. He steps in front of you. So he just jabs the pike into the ground beneath. He starts unlatching leather straps of his glove and his greaves and starts undoing it as you see nothing inside the armor. He locks it back up, tightens back up, flexes his fingers. Be warned. If you follow down the path, this is what could await you. But you will get what you want. And then you get pulled back into the water.
Swim
Nova.
for the surface.
Yes.
You see yourself exactly where you were before you went to bed. You're jotting down constellations. You are in the most comfortable moment of your life. You are answering questions that have been puzzling you. You are figuring out the answers of the embers, of the stars, of the constellations, of what is happening. And then here, the voice starts to talk to you again. Nova? Nova, can you hear me? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you. Who are you?
I am what grants you power. I'm what grants you the ability to do what you do.
Your eyes are really wide. You've never spoken.
Because unlike others like you do not gain the power from a single, you gain the power from a many. Think of me as a piece of that many. As immediately you start seeing like this star start to wrap around and start to pull itself, like almost like grab from space itself, and starts to pull itself down. But instead of striking you like a meteor, it's actually swinging around, coming closer to you.
Hold out my hand, pretty much.
Know that you have never spoken to us before, and our voice is limited. We are a vastness. We're wide open. But we have ways to communicate. We have ways to illustrate. And you are at a point where our knowledge is necessary. You're at a point where our knowledge is needed. Look, observe. We see what others can't. We see what others won't. We will give you sight if you choose to watch. We will give you sight if you choose to look. As immediately you just start seeing within this star a little, like, silver fairy just looking at you. As it speaks as if it's not independent of itself. We are many, and we see all that can be seen. But there are things that we are displeased by. There are things that our eyes cannot watch any further. There are things that we must and will influence others to stop. You are one of those others. She just points down at the book. Do what you do. Write, draw, learn, observe, and observe well. For you look beyond what others can see, and only seeing what's hidden in plain sight. Those things that are hidden in the open that no one else can see are what is harming everything.
I mean, it's always been my task to observe and watch. I can't believe you, or you, they, we, whatever. I don't know what to call you. Sorry.
We have no name. We just exist. And we have existed since the beginning of existence. We are many. We do not need a name. You do not name air. You do not need to give us a name.
You honor me for what, to come and speak to me? I mean, so many of my people have been looked to you for guidance for years and years, going back that many years, and you speak to me?
You survived. You've made it through the realm that we cannot see.
Does that mean the others that were sent to task didn't make it? Am I the only one that made it to the realm that I needed to go to?
We cannot see in that realm, but we can see you, because you are not in that realm.
No, but so there was 10 of us. Are you saying I'm the only one that made it to a realm?
We can only see you.
The only one that made it.
You walk a line of destiny. A destiny that has been mostly clipped from most people's lives. Every step you've made since the fires burn the skies that we resonate in. Every step you've made has been fallen down a path of coincidence, so much so that destiny must be at foot. You followed the path. You've made it through the far. And now you follow a path of those who are destined to be involved with the greater path. These are not by chance. We do not control, we do not manipulate. Either that, or you were just lucky. But this is all I can do for now. For I can only speak to you for so long until I am we. As this little pixie fairy just starts flying back up and starts turning to a star again. We will speak again. Until then, eyes open, quill at the ready.
Questions. How is this possible?
As the voice starts getting quieter and quieter, questions for another time.
Not even the elders knew that. Wait, I'm so confused. All right.
Last up, Manon.
Just fuck me up. What is it?
A dream that you have. You're back at home. Whatever your father told you is wrong. There's no curse. There's nothing wrong. But you start seeing this veil put over you start to break. Every day, your mother gets more aggressive. Her face starts to turn into a more physical representation of the evil that she's personifying. As you start to hear creaks in the walls, shifting of stone as every day passes, day by day, month by month, year by year, things progressively change. As she starts to get darker, as she starts to get eviler, the castle you feel is changing along with her. You start hearing above you, almost like it's stretching, like almost like a giant stretching out its legs. Every day goes on further. Until you finally pull away and you run, seeing what your father told you. And as you run into the darkness as the shuttle fell. People are dead and dying. As you turn back, you look, and the castle is not what you remember. It is not glorious and exotic. It is now this tall pillar that reaches into the clouds of darkness and death. And then as soon as you try to run, you immediately turn as you see your mother grab you by the neck and looks at you and yells, "This is your fault," as you immediately get pulled back into your sleep.
Thanks, Mom. Love you too.
As you all start to wake up, certain of you have pieces of information in your hands. Alistair and Azalia, you both wake up with half a page in your hand. The words are indecipherable, but it looks like if you're able to put these two pages together, you can understand them. Roneen, you have what looks like someone put something in your hand that looks like simply, like almost like words of a hieroglyph, but you cannot read them as they look ancient. It is 4 lines of symbols. Bjorn, you are left with a note in your hand. A note that is folded 3 times, but not perfect. Almost like someone did this on the fly. If you open it, it simply has "We're watching" in it. Manon, you have a piece of artwork in your hand Don't know if you did it.
Is it
or-
Alistair's chiseled abs?
No, it's just him with a pot belly.
May have been what I fell asleep drawing. I don't know. Anyway, what was that?
You, whether or not you did it yourself or someone did this for you, it is an exact replica image of the castle now, what it's supposed to look like, as a large tower that reaches from the ground to the sky. Nova, you have something similar. Whether you drew it or someone made it for you, you have a similar picture. You have a tower that reaches from the ground to the sky, but it is within the Feywild. Grass around it, stone around it, but this looks peaceful. This looks serene. There are 2 images on each one of yours. Nova, on top of yours, you have the constellation that you drew, the stag. On top of Manon's has a constellation of a ram. You guys are awake now. You can use the long rest button if you needed to.
This is so much lore in the last 10 minutes. My hand hurts. Fuck. I've written so
Yeah, that was a lot of typing.
DM to players. So you said the stag. So there was that half of what I had.
So when
drawn
you
before?
drew it down, you found that half of it was the. Oh, you're talking about for the Shadowfell, or are you talking about for yours?
Well, for my, you said it was a ram, and then I thought you said mine was.
And
the
then you said
stag.
she wasn't.
Sorry.
She said she could tell that the back half was something else, but you didn't say what was.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
This
Do
is that.
I-
This is that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, but my drawing that's on that I woke up with is the ram constellation, or is it the stag constellation?
Yours is a stag. Hers is the ram.
Okay. But I'm gonna flip through my book real quick, and I find the piece of paper that I was drawing earlier, and I match it up and notice that the back end of it matches, and I'm like, can I see where Manon is from where I am right now, or I don't know if we're in
I'm
the
just
same
gonna-
room or not.
I'm gonna wake up from a bad dream and then see like a crisp piece of paper in my hand with the tower from my dream and then like some random fucking constellation at the top of it that I don't fucking know. I'm gonna march in the common room and be like, is this a prank? I'm just gonna hold the paper up, and I'm gonna say that as loud as Manon can with her quiet, decrepit voice.
As I
I've been
see, as soon
Sitting
as
in my
I
bed, like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as I saw like her go out there, and she has am I able to tell that there's the constellation on the picture that she
If
has?
she's showing it, yeah, you can see it.
I'm holding it up.
Yeah, you can see it.
I just run out and be like, can I look at that? Because I look like I'm gonna grab it, and I stop for a second and say, can I look at that?
Did you draw it and stick it in my hand while I was sleeping?
No. And
You
I
fucking
hand
creeper!
out I hand out the other one I have, and you can notice that I'm guessing that the drawing like style matches, right?
Yeah.
No, I woke up with this one.
Okay, so it's not you. And I start looking around for whose door to beat down next.
As I grab the one that she had in her hand, and I
Fucking
pull
kick
out
down
my
the
book.
door.
I pull out my book and I look at the actual other constellation I had drawn before on a separate piece of paper, and I notice that they match up. Can
While she's doing that, I come out and I look at her like with the pieces of paper and look at. Did you give me this? What does it say?
No, I didn't give you anything. But what is that? Can I see it too?
I'm not sure which way it's meant to go. I've never seen these letters before.
I grab it from her and look at the note that I had that all the letters were all jumbled up on before.
Okay. You don't see
Does
any other than a similar maybe ink to use between them. You don't see any similarity between Roneen's and your two so far, because hers are just symbols, not actual artwork.
Okay. Do the symbols match anything that I was jotted down when my book was moving around last
No.
night. Okay. All of a sudden, she just starts talking to herself. So they are mirrors. They're a mirror of each other. They can collide. There's something going on with this. Wait. Blessing or curse?
I watch this interaction and I just crush the message that I have in my fist and just like try to make it.
Do I see you have something in your hand?
Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll, son.
Perception check versus sleight of hand.
Okay.
Fuck, that's cock.
God damn. Okay.
Cat.
Act.
What you got?
What's my perception? Where is it? 21.
Poor. 22.
No, are you serious? Fuck! No! You got a 22?
The plot, she thickens. I got a 22. Sleight of hand. 18 plus 4, 22.
19 plus 2. You win this round, bitch. I'm coming for you.
Yo ho ho in the battle of rum, the pirates.
I'm skeptical of everyone. So if you come out, I'm just like, did you write notes and give them to everyone while they're sleeping?
Yes, that's exactly what I did. Because, you know, me, I'm very so stealthy and subtle.
You're very sarcastic, is what you are. While they're having
She
this
gets it.
conversation, I am going to summon, conjure my Book of Shadows, and swap out a spell. So I am going to, let's see. And
I'm gonna go
going
beat
to
down Alistair and Azalea's door.
You're gonna kick
Thereby
that. Be like,
prepare-
bitch, stop kicking on doors. The door's unlocked.
I think
just gonna-
probably
I'm just-
before
Go ahead.
before you beat the door down, like I would have heard the commotion and woken up with this piece of paper in my hand. Oh no! I think I tore one of my books while I was sleeping. And panic a little bit.
I'll see mine and just be like, I don't think you did. Unless you handed me paper in your sleep.
See,
Which book did it come out of?
I thought you said you were gonna like open, like before she kicked open the door, you're gonna open the door so she just kick you right in the fucking guts.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was gonna say she opens the door. I'm like, bam, right on her head.
I'll walk over and like see that it's like half a page and like see if hers matches.
Okay.
And if it does, then I will be like, here, and I'll try to like fit the pages together to see if I can see what it says.
Okay. As you put together, the letters start to unjumble and kind of fit into each other.
Yeah, that's not one of my books.
That's
Um,
unnatural.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, that's not natural.
That looks infected.
the
Not normal.
the message is kind of like almost someone talking to themselves. It starts off with them first talking to whoever they're writing to. I'm doing my best to slow her down. You can't slow me down. Tira, just listen. Nope. I don't know who you are. Just don't harm them. I'll harm whoever the fuck I want. If they get my way again, I will kill them. Just don't harm them. If you're reading this at all, be careful. And that's where it ends.
You don't think somehow Mom could have given this to us, do you? It mentions Dira?
I honestly have absolutely zero clue right now what the hell's going on.
I mean, if this is just for us, if you got one and I got one, it's got to be her, right?
Or what we saw inside of the Eternal Guardian.
Yeah, her.
Yeah. Maybe hold on to this.
Knock, knock, knock. Did one of you write something and put it in our hands while we're sleeping?
The world doesn't revolve around you. Go away.
I'm gonna fling the door open. What'd you get?
What do you mean, what did I get? I asked if either of you did this, and it looks like one of you looks a little guilty. Staring at Alistair.
Neither of us did it, but you got a note? What's your say?
You see Nova in the background, like frantically, like writing things down and like moving papers around and like pulling out her book and being like, okay, right, it's over here, and it's a mirror of this, and then but a blessing or a curse. They're connected to they're mirrors. They're mirrors. They could collide.
Is she okay?
I'm pointing at her. I'm like, she's looking at it. Did you get a note too, or did one of you do this? It's fine if you did. I'm not super mad. I just want to know.
We both got notes. I thought it might have been from my mom.
Our notes don't involve anybody but the two of us for the most part.
So you did.
It says that we have to be careful, and my guess is maybe the Eternal Guardian is back in control and heading our way.
Well,
Over
do
her
you
other
wanna
shoulder,
share this
I am
note?
muttering
Go ahead.
something, and like I pull a scroll out of thin air, and I open it up, and I root over it, and I mutter some more, and then I go over to Nova and get back the note that I woke up.
Can I write it down first, please?
Continue. Sure.
Okay. And she scribbles it down real fast and then hands it back to you.
Focus back on you.
Well,
Sorry.
if it has to do with the Eternal Guardian, don't you think you should let us know what that is?
And I just told you.
Can we see the note?
It literally just looks like a conversation between the Eternal Guardian and whatever essence of beings are inside of her.
Can we see the note?
I'll pull my note out.
If they combine, Azalia has them.
I just gesture for Azalia to give it to Nova.
I'm gonna pass it on over to Nova.
Another one? Wait.
just have Noah figure it out.
Nova's got it.
I'll hold that while you finish copying mine, and then I'll trade you.
You pull
Hey
out
Nova,
Okay.
what's the weather for tomorrow?
Partly cloudy with the chance of rain.
the chance of God damn it!
Kids are secrets.
Nova, set an alarm for 20 minutes.
When Nova is finished copying mine, I am going to cast Comprehend Languages and try to read it.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on.
Ooh.
Back to the tome, baby! I can swap my spells out.
Getting multilingual in this bitch.
Multi-link.
Hey Nova, can you translate?
Great. Now I'm Alexa. Great.
You're so much better, baby. You're so much better. You got nuance.
Okay. As you read it, it's kind of like a foretelling. I didn't think you were gonna do this. I gotta pull it up. Hang on a second.
If
That's
it's not a
what she
session
said.
where we catch Joe off guard, is it really a good session?
No.
We still got Thursday, Ryan.
I'm calling we get inspiration every time we make you say I didn't think you guys were gonna do that.
Oh shit!
Is that the entirety of Echoes and Shadows?
Yeah.
Or Echoes and
All right.
Blades, sorry.
It's okay. So let me. I didn't have this. Okay. Beware Remus, the god of hatred, for he will devour all when there is nothing left. He has starved for 1,000,000, and now he will devour 1,000,000. When the 8th is complete, he will be free.
Where's my fucking fan?
Right? Where's my fan?
Do you read that out loud to us all?
Yes, and I go very pale when the 8th is complete.
Right,
I read it.
Remus, the 8th? What are they talking about?
Wait.
The 8th is. No, that was just a dream.
You say that out loud, and Nova looks up from her book, goes, "What dream?"
Tell me.
Had a dream about there was these statues, and then there was one that was empty, and it was the 8 and it had my name on it. And there was this fella. I was about to say fella in a suit of armor, but apparently the suit of armor was empty, and the suit of armor was the fella.
Is this like your other dream? From underneath in the ocean?
It was farther down than that.
Wait.
Have you heard of this Remus? Anyone?
DM
I don't
to
think I have.
player.
I'll let Nova and Alistair give me history checks.
Oh gosh. Okay. Pulling out the real dice.
That's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
That is
God
a
damn it.
15.
You
That's
said
a
history?
15.
22.
Mine's a
Oh
15.
shit!
Fucking
Mine's a
A.
15.
All right,
Damn it,
hold
putting their
up.
heads together.
Hey, Dad,
Hold
thanks
up
for
a
that
minute. All right, hang on.
When I get money, I get books.
We get knowledge,
Uh,
right?
Here's
So-
your monthly
Get knowledge.
Nova,
book.
you don't know this name. You don't have anything information on it. Let me pull up all the information. Hang on one second. I gotta figure out how I want to phrase this. All right.
Nova's gonna write it down
So-
though.
Alistair, you're a little bit confused. You know this name, but doesn't make sense due to the information you know about Roneen. Remus is the god of hatred, but Remus has been dead for over 10,000 years. Remus has disappeared, apparently was slain. It took about 1,000 nights to take him down. He had the ability to manipulate people. Whisper in the ears, and the more people he manipulated, the more powerful he was. Due to being the god of hatred, he also had unquenchable desire to actually... the problem that he had was he was devouring realms. As he would devour, he would actually create quakes, storms, tornadoes, and in that process, he would slowly degrade realms themselves. So knights had to get together to kill him. Every knight saw him as a different creature. Some people saw him as a warrior. Some people saw him as a dragon. Some people saw him as a serpent. One person said that he looked like a creature that could devour a kraken, but there was only one single creature, or one single person. That person is not named in any books that you know of. It is said that he was unable to be destroyed, so therefore he was banished to a realm that does not exist within the 9, but can be accessed anywhere in the 9. He cannot escape, but only has the ability to free himself if 8 people sacrifice themselves to him. The rest of the information
the
has
class.
been left to time itself because no one can agree on what he looks like and if his true name is Remus or is that just what people called him.
Okay. Bleh, out to everybody.
Wait, so okay. And I go back in my notes.
Diarrhea.
So your first dream was about being in the deep ocean where what you explained to me looked like a far realm beast.
It was enormous. It was huge. It could.
And now we're
Or a
talking.
kraken.
Wait, banished from all realms. That means
that can
it
be
exists
accessed
in the
from
far,
any.
which is the far realms. It has access to many far realms.
The far
You
realm
can
is-
go to.
is
You can
not one
go.
of the 9 then.
No. You can go to any realm in it.
There are. So is that the thing you saw that you were so afraid of?
I don't know. What you explained was a lot larger than the one I saw. And you see her all of a sudden get really terrified.
We're not
Like she's getting stuck in a thought.
We're not there now, and if it's wanting a sacrifice, I have no intention of sacrificing myself for anybody or anything, whether
Well,
it's
it
devouring
needs,
realms or not.
It needs 8 of them, so we're good. Don't have to worry about it, right?
It's already got 7,
What?
and I explained about. I repeat the thing I said about there was 7. Looked like they were just ordinary folk. Had their names and then had their numbers. And then there was the one waiting for me, which I have no intention of filling.
So, did it give each of them something they were seeking or looking for?
That's what it sounded like. The 7th one, he said something about. What did he say? Let me go back and read. There was nothing left of him. He said this could be what could awake you, but you will get what you want. So he must have got what he wanted.
Do you think the sacrifice isn't yourself, but giving up a part of you to get something that you wanted?
What I want is a part of me. It's no good
Right.
without the rest.
But if you give the promise of giving your something of yours up for that item, because it knows that you want it.
You're not gonna do that, are you?
What good would it do? Get back one part and lose another. I'm right back where I started. This is me, and that's a part of me, and I mean, I'm not complete without it, but I'm certainly not complete without the rest of me.
I mean,
I
old
don't
fairy
know.
tales would dictate that somebody with immense power offers you a deal that doesn't make sense or isn't fully everything to get you to make that sacrifice.
I don't know if this has anything to do with devil deals, but I can tell you this sounds a lot like a devil deal, and I would be very concerned.
It does, from what I've heard.
Well, if there's a deal, it's to get back what I lost if I help it find what it lost.
So you just you
Sounds-
don't help it.
But it sounds like what it wants is to be released. And from what you said, Alistair, signs of it growing in power.
There's no good in me having my skin if there's no world to wear it in. That settles that, doesn't it?
Yes.
I don't know if it cares about that. Can you walk away from the steel?
Never. What does it? I mean, it's never asked for anything specific.
Yet.
But didn't you say in your first dream that you saw your skin? Your
I
pelvis?
saw myself with it. As I meant to be.
I guess another question is this Remus reaching out to you or someone else reaching out to you on its behalf?
That I couldn't say. It doesn't seem like it's. I mean, if your story said it can whisper to people, I certainly heard that.
Oh, it can manipulate people,
and this
but that was when it was
seventh one-
out.
The seventh one trying to warn me. I've certainly no interest in being in an empty suit of armor, or an empty skin for that matter.
You said that it can affect the realm, like weather patterns, earthquakes.
Like
That
all the
makes
things that's been
sense.
happening since the...
You mean things that have already happened in the last 20 years?
Yes. And with shit, I have. So remember the night of the party that we were all at? Remember when there was the northern lights and intense northern lights outside? I don't know if you guys noticed it or not.
Not especially.
I don't think I did. There was too much going on.
That's called the awakening, and it's usually happens when an ancient god is reborn.
So you think it was reborn, or it started during that time? What changed? What made it come out?
I thought at first, and my hypothesis was that I thought that was maybe like something to do with the guardian and, or the weaver, but I don't know. Now I'm getting very concerned, and I'm wondering if it has to do with this, and that means more. But it would have had to happen earlier if the fact that all of these realm changes has been happening for several years, like 10, 20 years.
But how long have these 7 been used to eventually be sacrificed? Has it been over the last 20 years, or has it been over the last 1,000 years?
Who knows?
Or 10,000.
You said it's
hard to say.
It starved for 10,000 years, was it said? In your reading of it?
Said it's been dead for over 10,000 years. It was slain by 1,000 knights.
And no one could ever agree on what it looked like. What if, and hear me out, whoever is attempting to maybe free this thing has your skin already, and that's how it's making the connection.
A possibility.
Well done.
Because why you
The
otherwise?
place I get it back from them, I don't owe this thing anything.
Did you notice anything else about the statues? Did they seem to be all like, did they look like land folk, as you say, or did they look sea related?
They seemed sort of. They seem to be mostly like human, or was it like a variety?
It was a variety.
Yeah.
Because of, I think, the check you had at the time, you couldn't get any details of them fully, other than just the size of them.
I don't know. They were so massive. It was so strange because it was these massive 30-foot statues of just seemed ordinary folk. Or modest, at any rate. The last one, it looked like maybe a druid, and then he appeared in this armor from head to toe. Metal armor. Which a druid would certainly not have.
Wait, you were saying that it appeared to look like something different to each person. Was that 7 different things? Or 8 different things?
As far as I know, it was knights or monsters or dragon or one. Particularly, they thought it was something that could eat a kraken, big enough to eat one. But that was only one person, weirdly enough.
Most people saw it as, to clarify, most people saw it as a knight or some kind of standard humanoid warrior. Other people saw it as a dragon. A few people saw it as a serpent, but only one person claimed that it looked like it was a creature large enough to devour a kraken.
How probable this is, but could have some of those warriors be the 7?
Well, that's the question we're asking then. Is it the 7 that was has it been overall this time, or has it just been in the last 20 years? Has that maybe opened up a door for it to influence people again?
Yeah.
There is someone that may have answers. I'm gonna
We
glance at
could
Alistair.
ask.
You're thinking the Weaver?
She's thinking
It is
Hades.
the
No, well, I was thinking we.
But wait, so what if the Weaver
do
is
have a-
part of this too? Like how? Like you
I
had
didn't wanna
said
say
all.
Alistair, you're the one say that's true. You're saying it seems like she wants it all to end.
You want?
He would do
you
that.
want my opinion on this? Because I
This
have
Remus
some
would do
theories.
that.
I mean, we're throwing out all hypotheses, so it would be a good idea to throw out your
I'm
hypothesis.
starting
He, like,
to think
magically
Alistair
pulls
has
out
the
a-
right of it.
He pulls out a magical corkboard. No, he's like,
Fuck, where's mine? Mine's behind my computer. I'd be like, ah!
with everything that we've learned over the last bit here, if you want my thoughts, I'm the Weave Mind. They said they were a god, which means they lost their power. They're mad at the heroes who stopped Kokobial back in the day and did all this. Soma told us that the current belief that the fire in the skies, the magic that was left behind, is what's keeping this world protected at bay from being destroyed potentially. The Weave Mind isn't happy about that, which makes me lead to believe that they want this world destroyed for some reason. They want to reverse what the heroes did. And they have, maybe they're working with Malik in this, or they're using Malik, or they're using each other. I don't know. But with the information of this Remus, and now you, Roneen, with being the last one that this Remus needs to open its gate to be a world devourer, a realm devourer, the reason would stand to believe that maybe the Weave Mind is using us to either tie up loose ends or get information to, or lead us in the direction towards having Roneen sacrifice himself to release this thing, to eat the realms, to do whatever, to, for whatever sycophant reason, get their power back, destroy the world, get their revenge, who knows what. But that's where I stand.
Very good hypothesis. I feel
So, why don't we use them back to try to get more information to answer our questions? Doesn't mean we have to work for them.
but we don't also
Or what
want
do we
to
think of
lead
the answers she gives us?
right. And do we don't want
I don't think she said she would lie to us, but that doesn't mean she's not going to give us half.
Right.
Half is better than
We've
nothing.
only her word to go on at all.
I'm not saying we don't talk to her. That's why I joined up with this whole crazy plan initially, was to get as close as I could to the enemy to see what they might be doing.
We could all do that. Not like I'm her biggest fan either. Was my mom out there too? And dad.
But it sounds like maybe Malik has a hand in what's going on with Shadowfell.
And also,
Maybe that's what he gets out of this.
there's also the fact that the Guardian and what you had said that there was, well, your dad has it, but there was the different entities within the pendant, and
Voices, entities, maybe. I think we said maybe the weapons that had the spirits. Maybe they're in that now. Who knows?
just, and we also have the whole idea, like, and she flips through her book, this whole Bahamut person. Are they gone? Like Manon, your dad said, or they a factor in all of this too?
Are any of these gods ever gone?
Even he sounded kind of skeptical.
I don't think
So
we
it's
And we
can
have
go
to
out that
find
there.
out more information.
Yes.
I think
It
we
I
should
don't think we-
visit the Leaf Mind and ask them questions.
We've only got 3.
So we'll have to make them good.
We have a lot of, as you would say, players on the board. And then plus these. And sorry, there's a connection between the Shadowfell and the Feywild. They're mirror images of each other. So what happens in the Shadowfell can happen into the Feywild or vice versa.
So is there like a positive
Yeah.
Manon then in the Feywild?
Shut up.
Curious.
There's so
Or someone having happened to them what's happening to Dali?
okay, this might sound really crazy, and I'm sorry because I don't understand it still myself. But last night I was charting the skies, and all of a sudden my book changed, and it formed a new constellation, and it is both of these constellations that are on these 2 pieces of paper, and she holds it up. This is the one that Manon had, and this is the one I woke up with, and they're the opposite of each other because the Feywild should have the Ram constellation in it, and the Stag is, I'm guessing, in the Shadowfell, but this new constellation is a combined amount of the 2, so that makes me think that depending on what happens to the Shadowfell or in the Feywild, they could collide.
Is there?
And
That doesn't
that's
sound
bad
good.
because
Don't know. I just know that the only way to how they're connected is like how all the other realms are connected, and that's the Far Realm. And the Far Realm is an ancient place, and not even the stars can see into it.
What is this tower going all the way to the sky in both places?
Exactly. I
Manon,
don't.
you saw it as your castle, but Nova, is that a place that you recognize?
I mean, the tower, it looks like an area of the other side of the Fey realm, like, the Feywilds. It's within the, like, more green, lush area where there are forests and where there's the walking trees and all that.
Walking trees.
So an area of
Yeah.
light?
Yeah, I guess. I guess
Full
you
of-
would consider it the light. I mean, the
So full of
Feywild.
life.
Yes,
opposite.
full of life. Yeah. Yes.
And if Dahlia built this tower in the Shadowfell, and it is the
my mom's
mirror,
not capable of building anything. It was probably made for her.
regardless, if it's an area of life in the Far Realm, would it be an area of death in the Shadowfell?
It is.
and all the realms are connected by the far realms. It just happens that the Feywilds and the Feywilds and the Shadowfell are
You know what you meant.
opposites of each other. But they're very similar at the same time.
If we
Would
can
you-
maybe stop what's going on in the Shadowfell, we can avoid some sort of weird far realm collision. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that was the thing also, and I pull up the piece of paper from last night.
Nova's the goddamn conspiracy theorist, and she's like, "Mom, you have to go over here. And look at this board."
Well,
Hold my drink.
while I was doing things, like the words that came to mind is that blessing and curse, they can mean different things depending on the realm. So what might be a blessing could be a curse, and what is a curse could be a blessing.
Sounds like my life.
Your mum has a curse. It's what she's doing.
Do we take her to the Feywild then, and it becomes a blessing?
Reflected by a blessing in the Feywild, or is she or is it making her try to make this collision happen?
There is someone here we could maybe ask who's done some research into what's going on with my mom and everything in the Shadowfell for Silic. She might have some answers, and maybe this could be something that we could ask her. Her name is Terrain. She's somewhere in the central station area, my dad said. Maybe we could visit her. I still think we should talk to the Weave Mind today. Worst comes to worst, we just don't get any leads, but maybe there's some half-truth insight.
Go talk to
Maybe
the Weave
talk
Mind
to this
while he
person
goes,
more.
while Bjorn goes
Or at
works
the
on
very
cables.
Bjorn's like, I gotta go, guys. I have an appointment.
I gotta wait.
At the
This
very
is
least, she
appointment,
might
don't
tip
ask.
her hand somehow.
I have two questions. One, the Feywild and the Shadowfell being connected, but if they were combined, would that lead to the Far Realm? Would that be the space between them?
Realm is the space between all of the realms. That's how I got here.
So
we
reason
really
would
want to
dictate
combine
that
them?
maybe this Remus is there.
But it sounds like
Yeah. From what the interpretation of what you said and what the interpretation of her dream and what the knowledge of the far realms I have, I believe this creature of some sort has been, as you said, banished to the far realm. And if it is what I think it is, then like what I saw was a very small version of what this could potentially be.
You traveled
This
the
is a-
Far Realm?
Yes, that's how I got here.
Was there anybody else?
There was 10 of us that left the Feywilds.
Together or separate?
Separate. We were all supposed to go to every realm and figure out what was going on. From my dream last night, I don't think they survived. I think I'm the only one that made it to the realms.
Could 7 of them
Alistair,
have,
go ahead.
could 7 of them have been manipulated by this Remus?
It's possible, but they would have all looked like me. Like they were all looked like me, pretty much.
Take much to turn somebody into armor. Put them in armor.
Then is that one question we can ask the Weave Mind of what became of your fellow travelers?
I don't know if we want to. I don't know if we want to waste a question on that. I might be able to figure out
it
that.
might be a way
different
to
way.
get, because we don't. If we think she's involved in all of this, do we want to tip our hand by asking anything about these sacrifices?
Well, asking her
Yeah.
about the the travelers wouldn't necessarily mean that
Sideways.
we are asking about the sacrifices in a roundabout way.
It would be a sideways way, perhaps, of finding out. So it wouldn't be a waste of a question at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I mean,
Alistair, what's your second question?
My second question. You're saying a curse is a blessing and a blessing is a curse depending on where you're at. If we believe that Malik has a hand in the curse that is affecting Manon's mother, is it possible that Malik is in the Feywild?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of the Feywild's very large. I mean, there's been plenty of different deities that have come through before, and
But if my thought
different
here is if
people.
Dahlia is being affected negatively in the Shadowfell, and that is the opposite of the Feywild, then it would believe that maybe Malik would be getting some kind of blessing there.
or someone is getting a blessing there, like
What would
You know
happen if
anybody
we
that
took
would-
the queen to the Feywild?
there's
Maybe that's our next step.
yeah.
Did
the
Hades
Shadowfell.
say that it was across several realms, Malik's influence, or I don't want to metagame, was that a one-shot thing only?
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend that only Tamantha knew that information before I got
Redact
blown
that
up, so-
statement.
Yeah, never mind.
I will say that the far realms can show you your worst, and you can go insane in there. So if you don't keep your wits at it.
Well,
So
and with giant angry gods in there manipulating people's thoughts, that probably doesn't help either.
yeah, it took
I
me
think we
10
should-
years.
Well, maybe we should figure out what 3 good questions we have, and we should visit the Weave Mine and maybe this terrain person and see if she and Nova can cross notes and find out something we don't know. Put pieces together.
Probably the best plan we have right now.
Bjorn? I'm gonna look over at the person who's been really quiet, probably packing his bag to go make candles or something right now.
You don't know that, first off.
I
Second
know.
off,
But
Sees you getting ready to go out
Bjorn-
on a day.
yes, exactly. Like making ready to leave and realizes Manon has finally put her focus on him. To sounds wonderful. I'll see you later. All this, you daughters and sons of goddesses and queens, much beyond. I'll see you later. I am simple. Goodbye.
are you leaving?
I have an appointment.
Are you coming back after your appointment?
Yes. He'll look at Azalia because Bjorn is older, and he looks at Azalia in her innocent puppy dog eyes. Of course. I will be back soon. I promise.
Well, we'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Somewhat.
A gentleman never tells, Bjorn, but you're hardly a gentleman.
Damn.
Go for a swim.
That doesn't answer the question.
You look dry. You look dry, Roneen. Just go for a dip.
Go enjoy yourself.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know. Is it not important to know where we're all going if we're splitting off with some crazy dreams?
I'm going to a simple place. It has nothing to do with you, your father, your mother, your brother, not that you have a brother, or Alistair's
Did you
brother.
get a note?
Maybe.
What is yours?
Did I tell you to go for a dip?
Hey, we're all
So
in
I
this
know.
together. Doesn't matter if we're who our parents are, what royalty we come from, or what land or sea we come from. You keep saying you're a simple guy, but you're involved in this just as much as the rest of us at this point. So whether you want to believe it or not, you're no longer just a simple guy. You're a part of this group. There's a reason we went into that portal after you and Manon. We're not going to leave you behind. And we expect some kind of respect back because we're going to give it to you.
You're important.
So where are you going?
I guess I need to work on that a bit.
I will stomp up to Alistair like almost nose to nose.
Don't budge.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, it is.
Fine. Fine. And he'll hold up the note. They are watching. Do you have any idea what that means? Because I sure as fuck don't understand why I'm here. I'm going to be honest.
You know what,
Nova?
Bjorn? Here's your chance. I'm done. Here's your chance. And I'll pull out my bag of 124 gold and be like, you're so worried about gold. Take it and leave then. If you don't want to be here, and you don't want to be a part of this, then go. We don't need you. But if you want to stay and help us, like we want to help you, then stay.
Man's just wanted to go make candles.
Stop being evasive.
Nobody had to be all secretive about it.
Maybe my long lost love was gonna help me make the candle, but no, Alistair has gotta be. No. I will
Bjorn,
look at Alistair, look at the bag, look at Alistair, look at the bag, almost reach for the bag, go, I know I can make much more, and maybe I don't necessarily want to see some of you perish before your time, you youthful exuberance.
Then maybe drop the poor me act, the lone wolf act, and be a member of this group. I pocket my cash.
Did you say we're watching? Is what your note said?
it says we're watching.
You had a note?
Well, whoever we is,
He'll hold up the crumpled note that he put in his fist and be like, I had a note. It said, we are watching.
well, wherever your appointment is, I hope we doesn't pay too much attention.
I would appreciate if we don't.
Is no one concerned? It says we are watching, and he's going off to an undisclosed appointment. Where are you going?
But he's a big boy.
I'm going to a place to try and make myself a better, and he'll dead-eye Alistair, party member.
If you're just going to a brothel, you can just say it. We're not going to judge you that much. Just a little.
Absolutely. You know what? All the ladies, every single one, just line them up. That is where I'll be. You know, Manon, you have me pegged. I knew you were a smart one. Absolutely.
Well, you wouldn't be embarrassed about that.
Inside
Fuck
check.
up, Roneen.
All right, inside
I don't
check.
need to inside check it.
I will drown you.
The amount of sarcasm.
How do you drive a steel? I'm gonna find the fuck out.
Actually, rewind that. Why would you be embarrassed about that?
So I gotta roll deception, yeah?
No.
No, she's not gonna do it.
I feel like it's a disadvantage just because of how sarcastic you were.
I think I could pick up on between Roneen and Bjorn that was definitely sarcasm.
Did you drop? Did you drop your note on the floor? By the way,
He did.
you did. Okay.
Yes.
Nova goes and picks it up and unravels it and straightens it up.
Okay.
He was side-eyed Nova that he saw it, but does not say a word.
All right. Here's this. King Soma told us to enjoy the city today. It seems like this is a fairly safe place. Where your appointment is, are you going to enjoy the city? We've no doing something safe. We've no reason to ask beyond that. We're
I
not
will be
suspicious
safe.
of each other here. There's no reason to start being suspicious of each other. If he's going to enjoy the city, let him.
Well, I hope those people who are watching don't find you first. I'm gonna go get ready, and I go walking into my room to get my armor on.
Okay.
And I'll shoulder
Don't
check
be
him as I walk past.
suspicious.
DM to player.
The boys are beefing.
Sorry. DM to player.
Sorry.
Is the writing?
He will
on
check
that
him back,
one-
but not say nothing.
Is the writing on the we are watching match the writing that happened in my book from last night?
It does not, but the writing does look familiar to you, but does not match the rest of the things that were sent to people.
But it looks familiar to what I had.
No, it just looks
happened
familiar
to
to
me?
you in general, but not to the rest of
Okay.
the stuff that's happened over the night.
Can I? What kind of check would I do to try to figure out if I can see what
Insight
it
check?
is? Is it insight? Okay, we're gonna use real dice because real dice have been better than other dice. That is a natural 20.
This isn't too different than
For
how you
25.
actually write yourself. There is a specific kind of ink and penmanship that is taught to very well-learned individuals in the Feywild. There's a specific way of writing in Old Elfish, along with also a certain ink that is used to also write more properly for speed writing. It dries quicker and actually leaves no residue, so you can turn pages quicker. This uses the same exact ink that you use with the same kind of penmanship. Whoever wrote this to him not only was taught how to write in the Feywild, but also has the same education as you.
And it doesn't match any of the other notes.
It does not. Now, to be honest, to give you a little more description too, is not all the notes match. Obviously, Alistair's and Azalia's is their own.
Right.
Yours and Manon's are linked. And Roneen's has a similar ink as the rest, but that's the only similarity.
So, see, Bjorn, you are special.
Nova just holds it a little bit closer to her for a second and then folds it up and puts it in her book.
I will say before we end, because I have it top of my head. So there's only so many people in the Feywild that would have this specific kind of training in calligraphy, writing, anything like that. Either they have to be raised as a noble, because this is a standard noble kind of writing in the Feywild, or they have to be trained in a specific tribe or clan in that way. Like you were trained because of the
Like a
tribe you're a part
scholar.
of.
Yeah, they have to be like a scholar. of
This
some
has to
sort.
be, you have to be raised to learn this kind of knowledge. You can't just
Yeah.
pick it up. This is a very unique, like, you have to learn it like you would learn your common tongue. So, whoever wrote this is very well read, very well written, and also has access to very, very expensive ink and quill.
She's gonna keep that one a little close to home for
Okay.
right now, but she's gonna write. She's going to take a little bit of time to write down the differences of each of the notes and the similarities of each of the notes, and then would get ready to do whatever, like snap out of it, because she's also very in distress because of the fact of the fire rubs. And then I would be just ready to do whatever we're supposed to do afterwards.
So all these notes were written in the same ink, but they have nothing to do with each other other than that.
There's only a couple of them that have to do with each other, but they're not all linked together.
But ink, though.
Yeah, I'd say you could tell that they all have a similar ink.
So they all came from the same place, even though they have nothing to do with each other otherwise.
Or they have to be.
I'm working on it there, folks.
Yeah.
Let us stew for the next week.
Stewing.
I
Yeah,
need something to stew on.
Do.
I just
Conspiracy
want.
corner.
Where's our-
Hang on, real
Where's
quick.
our
I just
weekly
want. I want
cliffhanger?
Nova to give me one history check. One history check for
Oh
Nova.
Jesus!
One is-
Okay.
Oh, gee.
Pulling
oh,
back
geez,
out the
don't let
new-
us down.
The good dice. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's not the greatest. That's only a 15.
Still not bad. You're from the Feywild. There is
Okay.
one specific spot where this is taught to people in all the Feywild. You haven't learned from there, but you do know that there is a specific location in the Feywild where everybody's taught a specific set of core rules, and this is part of it. There is a college inside the Feywild that opened 19 years ago. This college is specifically for mages and scribes. It is called the Mage Arts. Hang on, let me pull it back up. Hang on. The Mage Arts
See Ben
School of
cooking over
Mullane.
there.
The what? Say that one more time.
Motherfucker.
What?
Mullane.
The maid. Okay.
Lame?
Mullane.
Mullane.
You should know.
There it is.
We'll end it there.
Ah.
Man, what did that acronym spell? Mal.
All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. We are playing way later than intended, but I dropped a lot of lore,
But it
so.
was so good.
It was so much
more.
I think I have 6 pages worth.
We will be back Thursday for Star Wars, so make sure you check that out. Same bat time, same bat location.
Chaos.
So, and then we'll have a boss battle for that one, so come in for some combat. So, we're gonna go. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you Thursday. Good night.
Bye, Internet World.